people? It's your boy Tops back again, live for another Arsenal and Chill with my brother from another mother. It's my boy Colin. Colin, how are you feeling after this week's events of Chelsea winning the Europa League Conference League final? And yeah, the fact that we're probably going to get cooked in this episode, bro.
We're early tonight, mate.
We are. Oh,
nah, but you know what? Fuck it. Who gives a shit? Like, seriously, who cares? I'm already pissed off because of outside reasons. So as far as I'm concerned, let's just get the cooking underway. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Let's just get the cooking underway, man. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to Colin doing big things over on his channel. Much Arsenal making a triumphant return this season. So yeah, Colin, let's get into it, man. Your thoughts on Chelsea winning the Conference League? Do you think they've had a better season than Arsenal getting Champions League qualification and also winning a trophy? What's your thoughts on that, bro?
I mean, look, they were the overwhelming favorites of the Conference League. Like, I'm just... You know, I can't even hate, right? Because you can only beat what's put in front of you. Yes, a lot of the teams in there were bums, but fair play to you, man. That's all I can say. I've got no smoke for anyone tonight.
You know what, Colin? I've got to agree with you, bro. Like, there was a little bit of hope that maybe Batiste could probably hold out, but in the end, I always knew.
Man, they're bums, man.
Bro, they're terrible, you know. 4-1 in the final, bro. What's going on here? Like, bro, and this just shows the lack of quality in the competition, man.
Bro, it's not even Real Batiste. It's the name of the team in the semi-final that I can't even remember the fucking name of.
Like, I can't even pronounce it, bro. Never mind, name them. It's so bad, you know. Like, well, we've said this before. This is just a money scheme for UEFA to get more money from all these teams qualifying for a competition that's not really got any prestige to it. And yeah, for me, it's watering down the other competitions because you've got teams that you can't even pronounce. Wi-Fi passwords, whole type mayhem that obviously comes up with that one. But yeah, man, it's shocking, bro. Shocking, absolutely terrible. It's true, man. Wi-Fi passwords, bro. Guys that are
I don't know why I'm even laughing. Like, I don't know why I'm laughing. It's just, I'll tell you what. Shout out Anfield for that one, man.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. Honestly, it's absolutely ridiculous, bro. When you actually thinking about it, man. But yeah, big up obviously the panel. Big up obviously the chat as well. Big up TC Gaming, yo. Big up Henry Ford as well. Yes, people. Big yourself up, bro. Yeah, that's bad, man. Yeah, it's awful, to be fair, man. Big up TC says Arsenal in the mud. Literally, man. I mean,
yeah, we are.
We're literally the latest club or the club with the longest streak now of not winning a trophy in the top 6. You know, the others have either won trophies this season or last season. So, bro, it's not good enough, man. It's not good enough. Obviously, we'll get into what Thierry said about Arteta as well, but yeah, it's not good enough for sure, man. Big up the panel, though. Big up TC, gave him. I put the laughing emoji. I think he's on about the passwords and all that good stuff, man. But yeah, I'm anticipating Carlos's arrival. I'm sure he's going to be giving it large, giving it verbal for me and you, Colin. So that should be something to be sort of. Yeah. But yeah, going to obviously what Thierry Henry said quickly, man. Did you watch the overlap episode? And if so, have you seen the quotes about obviously Arteta and the fact that we've not got to a trophy or got to a final, in the last 5 years? What's your overall thoughts on that? Because a lot of people are pro Arteta or pro Thierry. What's your thoughts on the whole situation, bro?
Funny story, right? Honestly, I went on YouTube on my phone around 4 o'clock and I literally just seen the title of the video there. I didn't watch it before that. So I'm like, okay, let's watch it and kind of get a gist of what he said.
Yeah.
Now, I don't necessarily think he's wrong in things that he said. Oh, here we fucking go. Carlos,
speak of the devil and he shall appear. Oh my God. Look at this shameless guy, man. Champions of Europe, you know what we are. This is why I didn't want him to win, just because of this guy. That's it. I didn't even care about the trophy, just because of this. The shamelessness, man. I said, chat to me, Colin, man. Jesus. Speak on my championship, blood.
Carlos, I'll tell you this. I'll let you have this one, but you were the overwhelming favourites in that competition, and don't tell me you weren't, because bro, when you're playing, what was the name of that team in the semi-final?
Bro, I can't pronounce it. It began with D in it, pause. But yeah, DJ something. I don't know, man.
Look, it is what it is, man. Enjoy the moment. It's cool, no worries. On Henry, though, I don't necessarily think he was wrong, because I've seen a lot of this on social media as well. Like, people just outright disrespecting Henry, to be honest. And quite frankly, I find that despicable, because I mean, brother, this guy's a legend, right? Show him the respect he's earned and deserves. All right. So none of this crap. I've seen talk like from people like, oh, Henry's jealous of Arteta. Bro, shut up. Shut up. Like, brother, come on. Like, Henry has a well-respected career. Invincibles, trophies galore, not just with us, but with Barcelona as well, right? So just relax, all right? There were two things I did disagree with him on, though.
Yeah.
The United conversation. I don't think the fact that they've gotten to 5 finals means they're in a better position than we are. In fact, if you actually look at their trajectory during that period, yeah, League Cup final, yeah, okay, they won that, great. But if you actually look at the seasons after the League Cup final, how did that go? Downwards. Yeah. So I don't think he's right in that aspect. The striker conversation, I don't think he's right in that either. I do think Mikel wanted a striker, because he's not stupid. Like, he's just not. Like, I'm not defending the manager by any sense of the imagination. But to suggest that Mikel wouldn't want a striker, or that he chose Sterling over getting a 9, I don't agree with. That's just my opinion. People can say what they want. Everything else, though, I mean, you know, he's entitled to his own opinion like everybody else. You know? And like I said before, the disrespect to one of our legends, I don't understand. But hey, it is what it is, man.
Yeah. You know what? For me, I feel like the comments that he made about the United probably were taken out of context. I think what he was trying to say is the fact that we banter this club for so long, but they're getting to finals. Not to say that we want to be like them, but I think the notion that a lot of obviously things happen on social media is the fact that you can't do both, and it's like a modern thing. Like, when we were growing up, we were getting to finals and winning the league. We were doing cup doubles. We were challenging for the league and winning the FA Cup. But I feel like now, especially with social media, it feels like there's always going to be a choice between one or the other. You either challenge for the league and don't win anything, or you finish so low down in the table, but you win a cup. But for me, my always objective with Arsenal is to just try and do both. That's all what I have obviously accepted. I know it's hard to win the league and the Champions League, but if you can try and compete for those competitions and pick up a trophy here along the way, then that will obviously build rapport in terms of you as a manager and a fan base. But yeah, in terms of what he said about the number 9 and the Sterling thing, I did disagree with that. I don't think, obviously, in the end, I don't think Mikel Arteta wanted Sterling. The fact that he wasn't even there in the dark when it was Edu saying, oh, he wasn't in the plans, but we ended up getting you. I think that was more of an Edu thing, trying to scrape something out. But for me, the other thing
you can tell he didn't want him, right? And the reason why he didn't want him, right, is when he had games in cups, right, where he would come on for like 15, 20 minutes. He'd be on the bench for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
That says everything to me. I don't think Arteta wouldn't have wanted a striker. Now, the Sesko links, which I DM'd you this on WhatsApp earlier, 92.5 million's pretty steep, man.
Oh man, I'm not paying that. I'm sorry, not for him. Nah,
pretty damn steep, bro. Like, for someone who's not even got 20 goals in the Bundesliga. I mean, look,
it's too much.
When we've got other areas of importance as well, blowing pretty. I mean, I would imagine it would blow our entire budget, because maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. I don't know, but I just don't think it's smart. I really don't. I think Gyökeres is the better option, not just because of the amount of goals he scored, but because it's better value for money.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Like you're basically paying 92.5 million for a project player. I mean, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I am not doing that, man. No, I'm not doing that, man.
No, I agree, man. I don't think we should be paying that much for him. I mean, to be honest, I think we should be going for Gyökeres personally, but yeah, I wouldn't be paying 93 million for him. The only striker that I would pay like that top dollar for is going to be Isak, man, because you know what you're going to get is obviously a top player in the league that you're already playing in. But obviously to go back, obviously what Thierry was saying, obviously the bit I do agree with him is literally not winning a trophy in the last 5 years. Like this team is more than good enough to win.
That's fine. It wasn't on there.
Yeah, and listen, I thought it was facts, man, and the fact that obviously what he was saying is true. Like we should have been winning something in these 5 years, even as something as little as a League Cup and FA Cup, just something to build up with the team, especially when we got a good enough team to do it. Obviously, you did say that obviously Arteta is doing a decent job, but sooner or later he's gonna have to start winning some trophies. And yeah, for me, I completely agree with that, man. But yeah, I agree with you, Colin. The disrespect from him is a load of waffle. You can disagree with what he's saying, but I don't think you should be disrespecting obviously a player of that caliber with his own opinion, man, even if it's different to yours. But big up the chat. Obviously, Bulgarian Gunnar is in the building. Big up Bulgarian. Big up, bro. Carlos obviously Gastaback completing the set and bagging Liam Delap. Do you think that's a good signing for Chelsea, Colin? Quickly, them getting Liam Delap.
I stand by what I said last night. I don't think it is.
Oh, you don't think it is? Okay.
No. The reason being is exactly the same reason as the Man United thing, right?
Yeah.
Playing for Ipswich and playing for Chelsea are two completely different things. Like you did fine you did good for an Ipswich team. That's great. But at Chelsea, the spotlight is going to be on you. And in my opinion, Chelsea aren't in a position after spending 1.2 billion to be signing, potential players. I'm sorry. Like, is he better than Jackson? Probably.
Yeah, I'll probably say so.
Probably yes. Considering what I've seen from Jackson this season, yes. But you're in the Champions League now. You've got to be signing better than that. I'm sorry.
I think if it's their only signing, then yeah, it'll be a bit underwhelming. Sorry, but I think they're going to go for another striker. I think they're going to get him and someone else just because it's only 30 million. And you know what Chelsea are like, man. They like spending money. I think they're going to get him and someone else. But like you said, I think it's an improvement on Jackson. I think there's definitely potential there, and it's him a backup at a bigger club might actually suit him more than him being like the first striker at a smaller club, for the simple fact that he's going to be getting the experience, not the expectation. If there's a big money striker coming in ahead of him and he can rotate him and still contribute to the team as well as develop at the same time. So I think he's going to be a pretty good signing, personally. But we'll have to wait and see. It depends what obviously Chelsea do afterwards as well. If it's the early signing, then I'll probably agree with you. But
here's the problem with what you've just said, right? You're saying I can't see the bigger picture, right? What if he goes to Everton and bangs, and then you pay 100 million 2 years? What if he goes to Chelsea? What if he flops at Chelsea? What then? That's always been my argument. Like, I'm not saying he won't be a good signing for you, like potentially, off the bench. Obviously, he would be. But here's the problem, right? If you're not, if you don't, you say you're signing 2 forwards, but if you don't sign 2 forwards, mate.
Yeah, if you don't sign 2, it's a bit overwhelming for sure.
Delap and Jackson, bro. I'm sorry. Like, nah.
For sure, man. For sure. Big up the comments, man. Big up Bulgaria says, love TT, but the comments about Sterling, number 9 convert and United comparison was a load of drivel. Bulgarian did not agree with Thierry with that one, man. They're saying Havertz is your starting number 9 next season. Now, listen, that cannot happen. I think that's clickbait. I think that's just to rile up certain Arsenal fans because there's no way we're going to get a striker in. A striker we're going to pay big money for, by the way, whoever it is, whether it's Sesko, Gyökeres, or someone else, and Havertz is going to be the number 9 going forward. That would just not make any sense. Why would you pay a lot of money for a striker that's going to be on the bench. You might be able to rotate with him for sure, and Havertz will definitely still start some games, but I don't think he's going to be the number one. If anything, at worst, it will be a rotational thing at worst, man. But yeah, I do feel we're going to get a striker for sure, man. Bulgarian says, see, this is why Colin is level-headed. Objective gem, completely agrees, says Bulgarian. Anfield's in the building, hear me out. If Barcelona want Diaz swapping for Yamal, that's crazy.
That's not happening.
That's not happening. Tops, are you happy, Chelsea? No, bro, I'm not happy, Chelsea won, man. Forget this. Big up ST, big up you two legends, big up yourself, bro. Hope you well, my guy. Hope you well. Anfield says, Colin, how's the Blades?
Fuck off, Anfield.
that's your answer to that. Big up Ryan, man. Mr. Arsenal podcast, not paying that for a prospect. For F's sake, rather pay for a less proven and ready from Lisbon. Hey, you're reading my language there, bro. I'm Team Gyökeres for sure. Carla says Chelsea inquired about Gyökeres today, according to rumors, man.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, me neither, man. Me neither. Vidic just said Mori always speaks facts. He cooked Arsenal, says Vidic.
Did he?
ST. Did you guys hear the reports that Berta offered Odegaard to Inter Milan for 70 mil? That's complete. You know, I seen that this morning, right? Yeah.
Do you know what that's from? That's from Indicalia, right? I'll tell you.
Yeah, it is.
The original person who owned that account sold it years ago.
Oh, really?
No, that's nah. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's still going. You know, obviously it's a new person, like you said, man. But yeah, that's not true, man. That's not true. I don't think no. He just makes stuff up. I swear down, man. It's crazy. Colin says, do your homework to Anfield. Yeah, this is the one you obviously answered, Colin. Colin, sorry, he's 22, 30 years old, and will create chances. He'll score more than Jackson with his qualities.
I've never doubted that. All I'm saying is Delap and Jackson alone isn't going to be enough. It's just not.
He's come back and said if Delap flops, there will be always a market for him. To be honest, he's English and young. Says Carlos. Portugal reported Gyökeres. I mean, they report any kind of English team linked with him. To be fair, man, just as a story, I still think Chelsea go for Osimhen after Delap. I mean, that is someone that would be definitely an improvement on Jackson and Delap, to be fair.
That would be a good signing, yeah.
Yeah, that would be a very good signing. On the 92.5 million Sesko quoted price, a lot of people turn their nose at Isak because of the 75 million pound clause. Just saying.
Do you know what, Jurgo? This is what I'll say to that, right? Isak at least had something with him in terms of like body of work at Real Sociedad, right? Yes, it was in La Liga, but he had something behind him in a top league, and he was scoring a fair amount of goals, right? Sesko, I'm sorry, I'm not paying 92.5 million for a 20-year-old. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. That is a lot of money, man.
I'm not saying Isak's numbers were amazing, but like 92.5 million for someone who's not even scored 20 goals since he's got to Leipzig. I mean, I'm not being funny, but it doesn't really move me.
And also as well, Bulgarian, I think the difference is that back then we were going for Isak. We were trying to get top 4. Now we're going for a title. So we need this summer signing, this striker signing to literally hit the ground running. I know Isak's obviously come in and done well, but I don't know, man. I just feel like there's a less risk. And also as well, Bulgarian, I'm assuming that obviously you're a person that wants a winger and someone else. Like, we haven't got an unlimited budget. Like, if we get this Sesko deal done, that's it. We ain't signing any more players, by the way. That's it. It's going to be Sesko and Zubimendi. Because I don't think we're going to be signing anyone else. Because that would take the price to 150 net as well. That's without obviously sell it, people that we've sold or whatnot. So yeah, man, I just feel like we've got too much to do. We need another winger as well, especially. And if you can get a cheaper alternative and strengthen 2 positions instead of 1, I think that'll be the way to go. Bulgarian comes back and says it's the same situation whether Sesko hits the same heights. It's the suffer. Different question. I'm open to different names, by the way. I'm not fixated on one name or the other. I like Sesko. I'd go for the potential. Carlos says, in my opinion, sign Sesko, get your potential, and you're done from there. I think he's strong.
Look, here's what I'll say, right?
Go on.
I'm not saying that you're not entitled to have an opinion, right? If Sesko's your number one target, that if Sesko's like your number one choice, that's completely fine.
Mm.
It's not so much the player; it's the asking price that bothers me, because we need a winger, like, because we're targeting either Rodrigo or Leao, which Leao is more feasible if you ask me, because of the financial situation that Milan find themselves in. Like, I'm not even joking. They're like, I think overall they're like in 100 million euros worth of debt, so they have to sell some of the big names to kind of compensate for that. That's why they're selling renders. So that could be an option. Rodrigo, a lot would depend on whether or not Xabi Alonso wants to keep Rodrigo or not. That's what I think could swing that.
Yeah, of course.
Gittins, I'm not too convinced on, because again, I need. It's whether Gittins is better than Martinelli or Trossard. For me, there's still a question mark on that. Leao is absolutely better than Martinelli and Trossard.
Okay.
Like, I've watched him for long enough to know that. So I just, again, it's the price tag. But then again, we didn't spend anything in the last window. We barely spent anything last summer as well.
True.
So, I mean, I don't know. It's, truth be told, I'm hoping Bartek gets his way in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. It's the price tag, bro. I just can't get behind it. I can't.
Yeah, I just don't think it's worth it as well. Like, you know what it is, Colin? There's a lot of variables going into it. Like you said, the fact that we might not be able to spend, because we know, and we both said before, we need like 5-6 different players. And the fact that when we're saying that, we've not anticipated us spending 90+ million on one player. That's us spending 50-60 on it, obviously different positions and whatnot. So if we're going to do that, then that ultimately means we're not going to get obviously all we want in this window, because again, something's going to have to give. So that's one of the reasons, the fact that I don't think it's worth that much, and I feel like the finances can be spread across different areas is another thing. And yeah, like you said, the body of work he's had, you look at Isak, is a little bit different. The fact that obviously he was at Sociedad, La Liga, bit different to the Bundesliga in terms of obviously the quality of teams. You say you got your Barcelonas, your Real Madrids, your Atletico Madrids, compared to already Bayern Munich in the last obviously 10 years that have been dominating in terms of high quality teams that you face. So there's a couple of different variables between the two situations. And for me personally, I think you're just better off getting a Gyökeres and a winger to go with it instead of getting Sesko and potentially relying on Trossard and Martinelli for another year if those were the options. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Like you said, hopefully Berta gets his way and we get the Gyökeres deal over the line, man. Anfield says, money in the bank predictions and stream, says Anfield, man. Bro, ignoring me. I'm in your head. My thinks he's Randy Orton.
We're not ignoring you, bro. We're just talking about the current, like,
the topics of hand, man.
The topics that Tops has, like,
for sure.
We'll get to the comment section in a little bit. Don't worry.
Yeah, for sure, man. Arteta trying to build a basketball team, says Carlos. I wouldn't accept that fee. Would shackle us getting more players, not buying that excuse. Well, yeah, what's your thoughts on that? What Bulgarian's saying? We did nothing in the last 4 windows. Do you agree?
Look, he's right. That shouldn't be an excuse, but let's be real about it. This is Arsenal.
That's the deal.
Like, it's got nothing. I agree with him. If money shouldn't be used as an excuse, but let's be real about it. It's what we've done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we've done this for at least 10 years. Where we've
minimum,
gone,
yeah.
Oh, the price is too high. We're not paying that. Like, personally, I'm tired of that. But equally, I'm not paying 92.5 million for a 20-year-old. There's limits to that. Like, look, I'm tired of us not paying the asking price, but at the same time, I'm not paying 92.5 million for a 20-year-old. two things can be true at once.
Yeah, that's a good point that you made there. To be fair, like, I feel like you were saying, you don't have to spend that much money. You could get all the players that can do it just as good of a job, if not better, for cheaper, man. And I feel like you got to be a bit more shrewd, especially when you're trying to strengthen more positions at once in one summer. So yeah, I agree with you, bro. I think there's just better ways to spend the money for sure. Even though obviously, like we said, we've not been obviously that prolific in terms of spending a lot of money in the transfer window. I feel like there's definitely better options out there for sure, man. Big up ST says Havertz up top next year would be completely fine with me as long as we invest really well in the winger positions. I know I'm in the minority, but I truly believe Havertz is an epic player, harshly treated. What's your thoughts on that, Colin, about Havertz? Well, how do you rate him in terms of a player, man?
I mean, I'm not saying he's bad, but see, here's the thing. This has always been my argument with Havertz, right? I'm more than happy for him to be in the squad. I've got no issue with it, right? But there's a caveat to that. As long as there's other options. I don't want him being the only one. All right? And I said the same thing about Giroud. So I'm keeping the same energy with it.
Yeah.
All right? Now, do I think he's been harshly treated a little bit? Yeah, a little bit. Like I don't necessarily think some of our problems have necessarily been his fault. I don't think he's complete shit like everyone likes to say. I think
I don't think he's rubbish.
I think he's been like he's a good two. Absolutely. Like he'll contribute with goals. He absolutely will. The last 2 seasons have proven that. It's just a matter of getting other options in.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like Havertz is not the problem. I'm sorry, he ain't. Like anyone that says he is, bruh, come on, man.
Nah, I think for me, it's the lack of options with him, obviously, in the squad. Like you said, him being the main focal point is obviously, I don't think that's going to be enough to obviously us to deliver our main goals. So yeah, for me, if he was a backup, like you said, to someone else, then I think he definitely can contribute towards the squad and chip in with a few goals and play obviously start a few games in it. But yeah, man, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Hopefully, we can get some more options in the striking positions. Big up Views on Sport, friend of the channel, man. Big up. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. Big up, guys. Smash the likes, thumbs up. Big yourself up, brother. Hope you are well. Make sure you guys subscribe to Views on Sport as well. But yeah, man. Tops is a blue and Collins a blade. I'm guessing who that is, man. Crazy.
Anfield, get the fuck out of here. You're not fooling me, man. Tops, do me a favor, ban him.
Yeah. he's on mute. He's on timeout, man. Oh my days. Bulgaria says I have my worries stylistically about Gyökeres, especially against low blocks, which we face constantly. But I'll back the lad if we choose him. You know what? Obviously, this is a good point about people obviously being worried about Gyökeres' style. But for me, I think we need to change our style anyway. Like the fact that we've been playing this style in the league, and you've obviously watched the games, Colin, they've been absolutely atrocious. Just how slow we are, pedestrian we are. So I think we need to make a few tweaks anyway. And I think getting Gyökeres might actually suit us making the tweaks because it's going to be a different striker to Havertz, where we're going to have to create different kind of scenarios and avenues to try and create and score goals, which teams are not going to be used to for the last 2-3 seasons because we've been playing with really a false nine. But yeah, what's your thoughts on that, man? Do you think we need to change the style? Are you worried if we get Gyökeres, it's going to be a problem, bro?
Well, I would argue low blocks and us is a problem anyway because of the style. Like, it's got nothing to do with the players.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like it's the style. Like that's what it is. Like the fact that we can't break down low blocks after 5 years is a bit of a worry, man. Because I just I anticipated that during his first half season, first full season. That's fine. Maybe teething problems to the change of style within the second season, right?
Yeah.
But see, once you get to the third full season, and then the fourth, sorry, you should have had it sorted out by then.
No, I agree, man. I agree. I think we should have had that definitely sorted out in terms of being able to break down low blocks. Obviously, it's difficult, but again, Manchester City have the same kind of problem, and Pep normally reinvents himself in terms of how we can get past these low blocks. Liverpool the same. So yeah, it's not just us, man. Any kind of top team, especially this day and age, they're gonna have teams that just sit back against them because they're scared about their attack. So it's up to the team to find different scenarios, whether it's crosses from deep or inverting or whatever it may be, tricky wing play to break down those low blocks, and then you can end up beating obviously your opposition. Big AD says hi, Tops and Colin. How are you? Newcastle should sign Gay and Buemo and Liam Delap Pedro and Jonathan David. Should sign for Newcastle United, Ray, whatever that means. Well, big yourself up, bro. Big up for the comments. Arsenal are broke, boys, says Carlos. Money Afimek, try winning trophies, blood, with a laughing emoji. Obviously, he's having his fun. Chelsea winning the trophy. We paid 105 mil for Enzo, Colin, and he was 21. Obviously, talking about your comment.
World Cup tax, bro. World Cup tax.
Oh, World Cup tax is right. You put, please make Havertz your number 9, laughing emoji. He's one now. Obviously, he's just on a trolling thing. Bulgaria says, I like Havertz. Definitely a scapegoat against among our fan base, sorry. But ultimately, we need more. That's my key thing, man. Ultimately, we need more, man, for sure. It's a shame Gabriel Jesus regressed and then got injured again. Havertz as a second striker was Arteta's vision against low sides. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, like, with Jesus, man, I was looking at clips about him like a couple of days ago, man. And when he first got it, obviously at Arsenal, he was unplayable. Honestly, he was so good. And then that knee injury in the World Cup just kind of messed up his career. But yeah, man, I do feel like we need to obviously get back to how we were playing in that season. We were just so intense, so obviously up for it. Obviously, it's going to be a bit difficult because, again, teams are sitting back against us rather than that season they weren't. But I think we just need to be a bit more dynamic, man, to be honest with you, man. We just need to be a bit more dynamic. But yeah, man, I'm going to get into, obviously, a couple of reports now because, obviously, the chat, make sure you guys like what the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to Colin as well. Link is in the title and in the description as well. Obviously, he's doing big things on his channel. He's back from this season, man. But yeah, I'm going to go and share a couple of articles now with, where are we? Sam Macabell about contract talks with Zubimendi. So, Martin Zubimendi is set for a medical before completing his move to Arsenal. Well-play sources have confirmed to BBC Sport that all the relevant documents in relation to the transfer have been signed, with the deal entering its closing stages. So what's your thoughts, Colin, on Zubimendi? Is it a player that you rate? Are you excited that he's going to be coming to Arsenal? What's your thoughts on the deal, bro?
I mean, I don't watch La Liga, so I couldn't tell you, but listen.
That's very honest, fair play. I'm similar, to be fair.
Look. If the club think it's the right decision, then you know what? Have at it, bro.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with that, to be honest with you. Like, I don't watch too much of him, so I'm not going to claim that he's an amazing player and stuff like that. I'm yet to see, again, until he obviously holds up the shirt, it's all kind of paper talk. But what I will say is at least we're kind of addressing the situation of getting someone different in the midfield. I feel like the midfield this season has been pretty stale. I think we just need to change it up a bit and a bit of competition as well. But obviously, he's going to be a replacement for Jorginho, £51 million. So we are investing in the midfield area as well. Decent age too. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But yeah, Sam Macabell goes on to say, in addition to Martin Zubimendi's immediate arrival, also want to sign a new centre forward. Talks about new contracts for Bukayo Saka, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Leandro Trossard, Thomas Partey, Miles Lewis-Skelly, and Ethan Nwaneri are also ongoing. So yeah, out of those contracts, Colin, would you be happy if all of them signed? Is there a few players that you don't really want to sign? Should we sell a few players? Like, what's your thoughts on all of these potential new contracts for all these players listed here, bro?
Bukayo absolutely needs to be signed. Saliba, yes. Gabriel, yes. Partey, yes. Just so we have time to sort everything else out.
Yeah.
Kelly, bruh, that's not even a question.
Yeah.
Ethan Nwaneri, yes. The only one I'm iffy on is Trossard. Like, I understand, all right, maybe the club think we should be adding instead of taking away, but I don't know. If he's a squad player next season and that's all he is, then fine. But if he gets to a point where he's starting games again, which he was doing this year,
yeah,
bruh, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. And you know what? That report a month ago or I can't remember how long ago it was, where it was reported that they were going to sign him to a new deal, but on a higher wage. I'm just like, that doesn't really make sense though.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to do that, why not just give him, a year extension on the same wage.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Exactly, man. Exactly. But yeah, I agree, man. I just feel like it's going to be a question of if we can sell him for a decent amount of money, then we can try and get in a new winger. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with that, man. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But a bit of breaking news here, obviously, by Fabrizio Romano. Understand Arsenal have started moving initial concrete talks for Benjamin Sesko deal. He's always been high on the recruitment team. Management, Arteta list him with the attempts to get a deal done. Rejected by Leipzig in May 2024, and in January, now Sesko will leave. Arsenal are on it. So, Colin, these reports about...
I don't necessarily... Here's the thing. I don't buy it. I honestly, I don't buy it. Because, bro, do you know what? It's not even the fact that I don't know. Do you know what it is? Romano's gone down in my estimation, right? Because, all right, maybe this is me hoping that, we go with Gyökeres instead, but...
man. It's not looking good, bro.
No. Truth be told, I think there's many options that the club are looking at, right?
Yeah.
At this point, no one knows anything. That's my kind of stance on it, right? Because I don't see why we would pay 92.5 million for Sesko when Gyökeres' release clause is cheaper. That makes no sense. Like, if I'm any type of businessman, I'm going, right, where can I save money? Can I save money here? Can I save money here? Oh, I want to do this and this and this. I mean, there's up until even now, there's been nothing on striker movement, just rumors.
Yeah, of course. I mean, even with this report,
at this point, right? Fabrizio just does. He just does stuff for clicks and that.
Yeah.
All he said is that there's been initial concrete talks. Okay, that could mean anything.
True.
That could mean anything, right? So, I don't believe it, to be honest, because look, the report today from the Telegraph said he was quoted for 92.5 million.
That's it, man. That's it. And to go on your point as well. Go on.
So it's like, how can a report from the Telegraph come out this morning, right? And then Romano comes out with that this evening. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Listen, and to go on your point in terms of traction and engagement, like he posted this 12 minutes ago, it's already got 500,000 views. So yeah, that just goes to show. And he didn't really say anything in it, to be fair.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, obviously it's one to watch, one to obviously keep an eye out for. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Hopefully Arsenal do get started in terms of getting a striker over the line, because again, the transfer window does open at the start of June because of the Club World Cup for a couple of weeks, then closes and opens it back again in June. So yeah, ideally you want that striker over the line as soon as possible so we can focus on other targets, because again, you don't want to have a Raheem Sterling situation where you're looking on the last day for scrimping and saving and trying to get bargains, man. So yeah, man. But yeah, going on to, like I was saying, the winger situation, reports coming out again by Gary Jacobs. Arsenal are targeting a move for Leroy Sané. Mikel Arteta worked with Sané at Man City and wants to target a winger this summer. Bayern Munich have been in talks with Sané, who's out of contract obviously the end of next month, and has attracted several interests for several clubs. Now, is this a player that you'd be interested in Arsenal signing, Colin? Sané on a free?
The only thing that would worry me is his injury record.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that would worry me. I suppose he's proven, but then again, so was Sterling. So, is that necessarily the correct option? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. For me, it's either Rodrigo or Leao. For me, I'm sorry. No, I'm pass on Sané, bro.
Yeah, I'm similar, bro. I don't want any kind of ex-Man City, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool. No ex-players again. I've had enough of it. I'm sick of it. This guy's 29. His best days are behind him. He was decent against for Bayern Munich this season, but for me, we need to get fresh players. I'm not playing for rivals, man. I'm sick of that kind of stigma we have over the club now. We just get people's leftovers. Same with Rashford, same with Sancho, etc., etc. So yeah, man. For me, it's a hard pass, and I'm sure he'll have a stay at Bayern Munich or another team can go for him. But yeah, not for me, man. Not for me, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sick of it. We've had so many times where we could strengthen a position properly, and we go for the cheap, durable option that other clubs don't want, or they can't agree terms at their current club, so they just come to us, man. So yeah, not for me, bro. Not for me. But yeah, that's probably the majority of the news in terms of Arsenal.
Do you know what I think this is, bro? Like genuinely, I think this is just Sonny angling for like a new deal at Bayern. Genuinely, that's what I think it is.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. I agree, man. I agree for sure, man. Speaking of Lewis Skelly, he said obviously there's no doubt about it. He should get a new contract. He's expected to receive a huge wage increase at Arsenal.
As he should.
As he should, man. Bro, he's our first choice left back, bro. Like, he's actually ahead of Calafiori. He's ahead of Zinchenko. Tierney's leaving, obviously. But, bro, based off merit and good results and being obviously available as well, that's a key thing too. Talks are progressing very well about a new deal, and he's expected to be finalized before the head of the new season, likely before preseason starts. Just a quick thoughts on obviously your ratings on Lewis Skelly, bro. Like, how highly do you rate this kid? Because I think he's absolutely phenomenal. I think he's a top player, man. What do you think, bro?
Bro, I love him. I swear down, I love him. You know what? Do you know what? Right? It's not even his. This isn't even him, right? The only thing that pisses me off is the fact that Sports Interactive have got his potential so low.
Okay.
I'm just like, bro, come on. Come on.
Nah, I hear it, man. I think he's a quality player. The fact he's obviously a midfielder and
he's due for a potential increase when FM 26 comes out. Surely,
bro. Is that even coming out now? Is that definitely confirmed, bro? Because this
not confirmed, but I live in hope, innit?
Yeah, that's it, man.
You know
that is it, bro. But yeah, man. Based off obviously what you're saying about obviously Trossard as well, similar things obviously with Sammy Matbell saying about contract talks. Bit of a strange one that it's only going to be a wage increase and not a obviously length increase, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that, to be honest with you. But I'm hoping that we can try and get something sorted so we can move on for other targets, man. But
we're squares again.
Bro, I don't know how to set this as also. It's so mad. I hate when it does this as well.
Yo, hey, StreamYard, please sort this out,
yeah,
bro.
Sort it out, man. It just goes back to default. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, big up everyone in the chat, man. Flip it out, man. Colin says, to be honest, Colin, everyone struggles against low blocks, says Carlos.
Yeah, but most top teams find ways to break, teams down, right? But here's the issue: we don't do that.
Yeah, at all. Not even close to doing that, man. Another question I say a question, statement.
No, it's not even a question; it's a statement, isn't it?
I don't want to see this bum Colin ever again. What the hell? Why are you?
I don't want to see you again. I don't want to see you again. You know what? Nah. Do you know what? I'll take a cooking from Carlos. I'll take a cooking from Anfield, Nearsighted, anybody else that won a trophy. You, nah.
Land it, Colin. Land it. Cook him.
Nah. I am not taking a cooking from you because I tell you what, you popped into my chat when we were losing to PSG and you're 14. Who gives a fuck? 14, 15, 16, who gives a shit, right? Here's the deal. You gave Spurs their first European trophy in 40 years.
Land it.
You're their whipping boys. Do you know how bad that is?
Land it, man.
Bro, get out. Get the fuck out.
Get out. Do the Isaac one. Get the hell out of here, bro. Shameless, man. Shameless. Oh my day.
Actually, do you know what, right? Here's another one for you. In the words of Booker T, what the hell?
Yeah. He didn't just say that. Tell me he did not just say that.
No.
Yeah, Vidic is shameless, man. I can't lie. He might be. We need to do a poll. Who's the most shameless brother in this chat?
Vidic,
Carlos,
it's not
Vidic.
brother. It's not coping, bro. It's spitting facts, bro. You're Tottenham's bitch.
That is so peak, you know. Tottenham, crazy work, nasty work. But yeah, big up the chat as always. But big up ST says Thierry was a bit cheeky trying to say Sterling was Arteta's first choice. Obviously, it wasn't. The ball let him down, but everything else, Thierry said, I agree with you. I'm pretty much with you, ST.
Yeah. I don't think he's right about the Sterling stuff, and I don't think he's right about the Man United comparison. Yeah. But everything else, I don't see what the issue is. Honestly, the amount of people I've seen call him jealous of Arteta, bro. What's Henry got to be jealous of Arteta about?
Silly, man. Silly. Very silly, man. Big up Bulgarian says Zubimendi is a coup. Over the moon with that signing, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Zubimendi, another basketballer. I don't think he's that tall, is he? Oh, my days, man.
Maybe 6 foot, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Bulgarian Green says...
Although 6 foot small for a basketball player, though.
Yeah, it is, man. It's normally like 6'5" or something.
Because I think Jalen Brunson's 6 foot, and he's not that... When you compare that to, like, Tyrese Halliburton, bro, brother, it's not even close.
Yeah, for sure, man. Trossard will be a wage increase, but the same length. Yeah, that's what I read as well.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense now.
Yeah, for sure, man. Saliba, do not sign a death row contract. Do not do it. Ethan Winieri, do not sign. Come back to Chelsea. Look at this guy. Oh my God! Look at this guy.
Bro, you sold one, Neri. What are you talking about?
Oh my days! We keep Trossard, Martinelli. That would be awful for us because it means we won't get a winger. We have to sell one or the other. Yeah, that's my feelings as well, bro. We're gonna get rid of one.
This is why it doesn't make sense. This is why it doesn't make sense, because it's like, bro, why would you put Trossard on a higher wage if you're only keeping him for a year? Surely you would think, well, we could potentially get some money for him in his last year and bring in somebody else. Or, actually, do you know what? Before we go any further, that comment from Drago, the last one is fucking brilliant. The last one he put, man.
Oh, my days. That's so bad.
If you know that one, you know it.
Yeah. TNA Booker, man.
No. That wasn't from TNA. That was on SmackDown.
Which one was it?
That was the Batista's down.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Said it about 100 times, man.
Oh my
days. That's funny, bro. That's funny. Where was I? Romano is a fraud, Carlos. He's paid by agents to spam drivel even when the transfer windows are closed. Yeah, I mean,
I'll add to that, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how Icardi got the move to Inter in the first place?
Oh, how?
Romano.
Oh, no way, serious?
Yeah. That was the first deal he broke.
Oh, wow. Well, the exclusive there, man. That's how he got his claim to fame. Bert wants Gyökeres, Arteta wants Sesko. That's all it is, says ST. 90 mil for Sesko.
This is why I said last week there's a rift between the two. This is why I said it.
Right. Yeah, it makes sense now. It makes sense, man. Man like Arteta probably thinks he's the next R9.
No one is.
Hard pass on Sane. I don't see the hunger in him anymore. Avoid. Yeah, I agree, man. I think I avoid it as well. Tops has PTSD from ex-Chelsea players. Hey, listen. See that Willian signing? And Sterling. Both of them stunk to high heavens. I wouldn't pay a penny for either. Absolutely stinky, man.
Do you know what? The only one of the few ex-rival players that turned it. Well, there's a few that Arteta said that turned out to be good. I would say Jesus turned out to be good, and Zinchenko turned out to be good as well. Those two, I wouldn't put in that bracket. The other one I wouldn't put in the bracket is Danny Welbeck. I know he wasn't great, but he actually did all right for us, right? Every other one,
mate, bad, man, bad. ST says, will Sane be motivated? He's already done it all for City and obviously won trophies for Bayern as well. Nico Williams as an X factor or a proven Premier League winger like Mbeumo or Semenyo. That's my preference. Would you take any of these three, Colin? Williams, Mbeumo or Semenyo as a winger?
Mbeumo I would because I mean, to get the amount of goals he's got for Brentford is pretty damn good. So I would take Mbeumo, yes. Semenyo, I probably would take him actually because Bournemouth are going to get cherry picked next season, bruv.
Yeah,
they are. They've done great, but ultimately they're going to get cherry picked. Nico Williams, from what I've read, the stumbling block is the wages.
Right.
So that could be an issue. Like I've said, it's not because I rate Leao. It's not because of that. The reason I'm saying Leao is feasible is because of the financial situation that Milan find themselves in.
Yeah,
like if they have to sell this year. There's no doubt about it. Like they're selling Rinders already to City because they can't afford to keep him, right? Because they've got an £80 million hole because they didn't get Champions League football this year. They have to recover that somehow. So, in my opinion, we should be capitalizing on that and going and get Leao.
Yeah. I agree, man. I mean, Leao obviously this season has not been talked about as much as last season, probably because like you said.
But look, Milan have been trashed this season though.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that's not Leao's fault. Leao's been one of the few players that have dragged them. Like it's just honestly because again going off topic a little bit, but I seen the Serie A team of the season from LiveScore, right? And I couldn't believe what I was saying. Like McTominay didn't even make it into the midfield.
Crazy.
How the fuck is that happening?
They literally won the league.
How is that happening?
Yeah,
the guy that scored the goal that won him the title. Like, brother, come on.
Yeah,
that is the definition of stupidity, and this is why I don't like team of the season. Because it's subjective. Everyone has their own personal preference. I know what my team of the season is, but it's going to be completely different from what Topps' team of the season is going to be.
Yeah, for sure.
This is why I'll never do it.
For sure, man. But yeah, not putting McTominay in that team is just crazy to me. Like, especially when he got MVP as well. So yeah, madness, man.
Bro, he scored the goal that won him the title. Forget MVP.
It was a sick goal as well, to be fair. Like an overhead kind of basketball kick. So yeah, crazy, man. Crazy. Bulgarian says you can only dream of second these days. Vidic, pipe down. By the way, you never answered my Money in the Bank question. To be fair, I'll see, bro. I've just been very busy, obviously, with the football content and stuff. But I'll definitely try and incorporate some wrestling videos for sure in the near future, man. I said Mitchell over Skelly. Man's a hater, Vidic. Yeah, Colin, get back on my barbecue. This time you've got teriyaki sauce on you, blood. This Carlos is fucking funny, man.
Bro, you Vidic try and put teriyaki sauce on me and I'll throw it back in your face. Trust me, bro. I'm in no mood tonight. I'm in no mood.
Colin's cooking everyone, man. I say it's cooking everyone. Cope harder, Colin says Vidic.
Bro, it's not coping. It's not coping, bro. It's the fact that you're Tottenham's bitch. Like, come on, man. You got slapped by them 3 times in a cup competition, twice in the league, and the Europa League final. 4 times you got beat by them. 4
in one season.
Fucking hell, man.
He's had enough, man. Shout out Booker Team 5 times. Oh my days, man. Carlos says, so glad that you Spurs won the Europa League. We're teething Man United targets. Yeah, you are taking them. The Lap's definitely been one of them that you they would have got probably if you they would have got Champions League football as well. Vidic is down. Obviously, the famous Booker T quote. By the way, I take back what I said about Anthony being better than R9 Tops. My bad. Yeah, you were moving mad, bro. I don't know what you're thinking saying that. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Honestly, whoever put in that 4-1 prediction for Real Betis, bro, I swear down.
Yeah, I know, man. That's crazy.
Mad.
David Luiz did a job. Jorginho has been great, and Havertz is a key player, whether people like it.
Yeah, those. I'll tell you what, Jorginho, I agree with.
Yeah.
Havertz, I agree with as well. David Luiz, I'm 50-50 on Luis. He did all right,
Yeah.
but there was moments. Do you know what really puts him down for me? It's that game against City where Sterling's coming at him and he goes sliding in.
Oh yeah, gets sent off.
That's what puts it. Like, that's what puts it like away from me.
To be fair, what I do remember of him that was good was that performance he put in the semi-final of the Man City game in the FA Cup where we won. Honestly, that was literally like a 10 out of 10 performance, like from a centre back. Like he was just unbelievable. I remember obviously we kept a clean sheet, and then even in the final he played well as well. So he had his moments, Luis, but ultimately he did. At least he won something with us, and it was a massive contribution to it as well, man. So yeah. But yeah, you're right. Bulgarian also should grab Mbeumo. I take Mbeumo, especially for 50 mil. I thought, bro, I thought it'd be worth more, man. And this is what we're saying about obviously Sesko. You've got Mbeumo, who's got 20 league goals in the Prem, and then you got Sesko, who's got 15 in the Bundesliga, and one's been touted for 50 mil, Mbeumo, and then all one's like 92. So that's when me and Colin are like, value for money. Which one would you rather go for? I know there's obviously different positions, but even so, man, 20 goals in the Premier League. Do you know what I'm saying? That is hard to do, man. Very hard to do. But yeah, man. I can't see Leao in our side. Watched him closely this season, and there's clearly a work rate issue with him, in my opinion. What's your thoughts on that, Colin? Obviously, you watched AC Milan.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying he's perfect by any stretch of the imagination. He's not. He's obviously got some things to work on. Yes.
Yeah.
His work rate is an issue, and I think that's why Fonseca had an issue with him. But I mean, he had issues with Theo Hernandez as well. I mean, imagine that you're fighting with the two best players in the team, like, and you've only just gotten in the job.
Yeah,
like mad. Conceição, he's had issues with him, but like Conceição is a weird one because he's quick tempered, man, and Leao. The funny thing is, Leao actually would do well in that system because he's quick.
Yeah.
But for some reason, he doesn't like. I mean, he plays him because he has to, because he's got no other option. But at the same time, it's like, why would you have a fight with two of the best players in the team? I don't really understand that. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Look, I'm not saying Leao is definitely coming to Arsenal. I'm not even saying he might not even leave Milan. He might end up staying. But personally, it's down to the financial problems that Milan have because of that 80 million hole. That's why I'm saying we should cash in on it, because, I mean, if you look at that and you don't go with that and you think, it just sounds like an opportunity that's too good to pass up to me. It really does.
No, I hear that, man. I hear that. I mean, Leao is definitely someone that I think a lot of teams will be looking to get, just because.
Loads of teams will be at it, man.
This is it, man, and the skill set he has, for like a direct winger. So hopefully, also are in the running, and if we can get the money, obviously up and running, then yeah, we'll be good, man. As an Inter Milan fan, Leao is pure ass. Vidic is a generational hater, man. Honestly,
Vidic, don't make me cook you again, bro.
Yeah,
don't
legit,
make
bro.
me do it. Don't. Honestly, I'm on the knife edge, right? I'm already pissed off because of a notification I got on my phone today. Do you really want me to be angry at you as well? So tread carefully, bro.
You don't want it. You don't want it. Carlos.
And look, and I'll tell you one more thing. Just to, I don't mean to cut you off, Toss, but I'll just say this, right?
Yeah.
You are full aware. You're well aware of what I'm like when I'm pissed off, raging to the max.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
right. You know what I'm like, and you know damn well not to test those waters. Right? Not that you've ever been in those waters, but you know not to test it, innit? Right? Vidic, I'm warning you. Don't test me.
That's your warning, Vidic, man. That's your warning. 3-minute warning, man. Like I like to say. So yeah, better take it while you can. Big up Carlos. He says, "Love that Colin is a Serie A expert. You'd like my Serie A ultimate team, Colin."
I put it in the comments, man.
Yeah,
put it in the comments, man.
Yeah, whack it in, man. Whack it in the comments, bro.
I'll tell you about mine from FIFA 14, and I'll tell you if it's better.
Jeez. Let's go, man. Let's go. If Mbeumo was English, he'd be 150 mil. ST says if Mbeumo gets a hairline, it'd be, bro. It's true, man. It's weird how aesthetics can obviously improve your cruise. Wayne
Rooney suffered from that. The fact that he was bald for so long.
Yeah, that's it, man. Question for Bulgarian. Allegri to Milan. Latest rumors, Colin. What's your thoughts, man?
I take him over Conceição.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like I've been on record saying I don't like the style that Milan play. I don't like it. Like, bro, it's mid to low block counter-attacking football. I'm sorry if you enjoy watching that, brother. Especially when you're a fan of a top side. Like, honestly, like that's just not enjoyable to me. Imagine watching a team that you've watched since you were a kid play. I mean, okay, Milan have always played counter-attacking football to a degree, especially under Ancelotti.
Yeah.
But it wasn't this bad. It wasn't this bad under Ancelotti. It wasn't. Like, even though we would play counter-attack in some games, especially in the Champions League, there would be moments of quality within this team, or within like the team that they had at the time. With this Milan team, there's no such thing. Like, it's literally just low block, counter-attack, and hope for a moment of brilliance from either Leao or Jimenez or whoever the fuck it is. Like, it's not entertaining to watch, man. It's really not. Like, I'd take Allegri all day long, mate. I really would.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, listen, Allegri's got a proven past record of winning trophies as well, obviously in Serie A too. So, yeah, I think
with
he's going to
Milan as well. Remember, he won the title with them in 2011.
Yeah, damn, yeah, he did as well, bro. Because he's managed so many obviously Italian clubs and had like double spells, obviously with Juventus as well. It's like it's hard to keep up with obviously his managerial career, man. But yeah, he's already obviously
managed about his Milan stint, bro. They really do, because of how dominant he was with Juventus. But the reason Juve hired him is because of how good he was at Milan the first time.
Yeah. Facts. No, it's a good point, man. Obviously got to 2 Champions League finals as well with Juventus too. So yeah, man. I think he's still a good manager, and it'd be interesting to see if he can try and get AC Milan back near those Champions League places, back obviously in contention of qualifying for Europe as well. ST says when Colin gets angry, his Sheffield United tattoo.
Cut that.
What? Only. When he said Colin gets angry, I was like, what the hell is he on about? I didn't see the rest of it. I was like, bro, these guys, man, I swear. Then I can say Milan again. See you later. Got it out. Boom. Yeah, he's been awful. Really,
yeah, he's not a good manager, man. He's not. He's like when you're having fights with the 2 best players, right, and you're playing awful football. I'm sorry, you've got no leg to stand on.
Yeah. That's terrible, you know. That's really, really bad. Exactly, Bulgarian. Says ST. Allegri will not pass the Inzaghi test, says Vidic.
Well, Inzaghi passed the Italiano test earlier in the season when they got beat by Bologna.
Woo! Cook. Cook, man. Bulgaria says Allegri has won a few Coppa Italia titles as well. Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah, man. Just to finish up, Colin, what's your thoughts on the Champions League final of Inter Milan versus PSG? Who do you think's gonna win and come out on top in that final, bro?
Inter,
yeah. That's your pick. Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Inter Milan.
Yeah. I mean, the both sides have class managers. To be fair, like Enrique's won it before with Barcelona. Inzaghi's got to a final, but he just came up against, a Man City side that were on for like the treble. It's interesting because it's a clash of styles. I wouldn't say Inzaghi's a counter-attacking manager per se, but he will low block it if he has to. And I think, you know what, if Inter get an early goal, man, I don't think they'll low block it then, but if they get 2, man, they might low block it then, and they might try and frustrate PSG. But
yeah,
look, Inter's entire season comes down to Saturday, because to be at the top of Serie A for so long and lose the league to Napoli, and then to get knocked out by a Milan side who, I've made my feelings perfectly clear about Milan this season. They're not a good team.
Yeah.
And you get knocked out of the Coppa Italia to them. You've got to win on Saturday, mate. You've got to win it on Saturday, because if you don't, all people are going to remember is the fact that you were on for a treble and you came out with nothing. Like, that can only be looked at in a negative light.
No, yeah, I'm gonna agree, man. I mean, for me, I think I've got a funny feeling PSG are gonna win. I don't know why, but I don't know. It just feels like it's the year of the underdogs. It's the year of teams doing things they've not done before, and I feel like it's gonna follow suit. But I can see either team winning. To be fair, it's nothing concrete. That obviously would be my prediction, man. But yeah, it'll be a good game, and hopefully we'll see a couple of goals in the game as well. Just going to finish up with a couple of these comments. Big up, see Hansen. He says, Sesko, we are finished. The guy is not better than Jesus with better legs. So he's not happy, apparently, about that. But not confirmed yet, Hansen, man. We need to wait. Wait, sure.
Not done yet. Not done
yet, man. We need to obviously make sure before it's confirmed. You know, there's not even been a bid happened yet. Do you know what I mean? Report. It's just interest, which obviously we knew also had interest from last year. So yeah, nothing really major to report on as of yet. Inter have to win it. They bottled a domestic double, says Bulgarian. That's fully true.
They're on for a treble. If they don't win it, they're fucked.
Yeah, they are, man. The sure. Colin, you choose us. My word, just say you love Inter and become a fan.
No. The reason I'm saying I'd rather Inter than PSG is because. Well, it's not even down to personal preference. It's just I like Inzaghi as a manager, and them winning the Champions League would be good for Serie A. That's the only reason I've said Inter. Like on a whole, I couldn't care less. Like I'm not saying I prefer Enrique or Inzaghi. It's just it'd be good for Serie A if they won it.
For sure, man. For sure. ST said that I want Enrique and PSG to win it, since Enrique said he's doing it for his daughter who passed away. Yeah, obviously tragic news about his daughter passing away. And for that reason, that would be obviously a good thing for football if you want it for that. And yeah, not hard not to like Enrique and his football. We got Bulgarian for that comment as well, man. But yeah, that kind of concludes this episode of Arsenal and Chill. Been a very good episode. Colin, what have you got in the pipeline, if anything, coming up on your channel? What have you got planned? And let the people know where they can find you, bro.
Well, what I'm going to do, I don't think I'm going to do a watch along for the Champions League right now. I think I might just take the weekend off, because I've been going hard for the last couple of for the last month or so. So I think just take it easy a little bit.
Yeah, man.
But starting next season, the plan is to definitely do more collabs. Kind of get the channel out there more. Not that I don't love doing this with Tops or nothing. It's just branch out, innit?
Yeah.
And then after that, I mean, let me think. There's the collabs and stuff. There's some things that I'm planning to work around, because I was talking to family and all of that, and how life's moving on with them and everything else.
Yeah.
And they would always say, well, if you're not happy with your lot in life, you should try and improve it, which is exactly what I'm doing now. So whether or not it happens, I'll wait and see. But we're gonna be switching some things around. But I think that me just taking a little break for the time being, is probably best. For the Saturday. Besides, brother, Tops has got the Champions League final covered, isn't it? So if you want to do a watch along, if you guys want to watch along for the Champions League, brother, you got Tops right here. He's got you covered. Do you know what I mean? By the way, Vidic, why are you throwing strays at Tops for his hat?
What the hell, bro? I've got a hairline, man. My hairline's fine. I was wearing hats. What the hell? Finish is such a hater, I swear. Chopped hairline. Now my hairline's good, bro. Don't worry about it.
Vidic, I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's such a thing in the content world as promoting your stuff and your content and your merch. Like, I don't know if you're aware of this. Like, you might be an old man or something. I don't know, but yeah, brother, Tops has been doing like the hats and the shit before he even started this up again.
Yeah.
Why would he not promote? Why would he not promote that shit? Like, come on.
Thank you, Colin, man. You put that perfectly more than I ever could. You know what I mean? That's a fantastic explanation, man. Big up.
Stop.
Oh my god. Oh my days, Tops has an umbrella hairline. That is crazy. Catch Trey's video of your show. So big up AB says video of you showing your hairline then, and don't assume on others' hair. What the hell? Oh, look what Vintage is starting. My God. I get to see Tops at a barbecue on Saturday, Vintage. I'll slap him up for you. This guy's an idiot, man. But yeah, big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys see Carlos. Tops has a hairline, chat. I can confirm. Listen to Carlos, man.
Hey, I know he does. I've seen Tops in person. Like,
yeah. I met Colin as well, man. He see my hair, bro. Like, what are we doing here? what are we doing, bro? What are we doing here? Vintage has a hairline. Big up, man.
Oh, that's worse than Embuemos. Jesus.
Yeah, bro. Both of them are receding like mad. I swear, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Do you know what I mean? My philosophy, right, on hairlines, right? See if it's receding, just shave the whole thing off.
Yeah, this is it. Especially if you can grow a beard, like it just looks better clean. Do you know what I mean? The receding thing just looks a bit messy, man, for me. But yeah, man says proof, you know. Vintage, bro. You've got my other videos. Yeah. Checking the archives, bro. Hairline is strong and intact.
All right. You lot need to chill.
Yeah, on this note, I'm out of here. Boom. I've redirected to Shane Gooner. Make sure you show love. Make sure you say Tops Raid, T-Chandra Raid when you're over there. He's doing a show right now. Big up Colin for being on the channel. Make sure you go subscribe to him. Obviously, his channel link is in the video description. And until next time, people, don't hate to play at the game. Until next week, we are out, people. Peace and love.